let's quickly go through these trades that we have on. I now need to add some more to the box, but outlier sell signal. I have a sell signal today on, which one was it on? Hold on. Sell signal on P. On P. So I'm going to go close P. Now, P is crashing to levels not seen since yesterday. It's, Joe, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome on this. Wait, what do you mean you couldn't have asked for a better outcome? It's literally at my 2H. It's right there. Yeah. So what am I going to do? I'm going to close it. I have multiple reasons to close it. First, I have a sell signal. Second, I have a 10-20 cross. Third, it's right at my 2 ATR. Joe, it's literally what I signed up for. But I've already rolled it once. So, Joe, this isn't even going to be a big winner. Or I'm sorry, definitely not a big winner, but it's not going to be a big loser. Because I took off a third of the, 1/5 of the risk already. So I need to go close P. And I'm going to do it in a way where I have completely detached from the outcome, because it's just part of the game. Send to ticket. Now, I did see a comment, and it was Laura. Honest question. P's down like 99%. Not my book. I don't know what book you're looking at, Laura, but that's not what I see right now. No judgment, dumb stock. Thank you for that. However, leaving the trade on feels like zero risk, so why not hold? That's completely up to you. You do whatever you want to do, right? Always, always, always remember, you get to decide what you do. Nobody is sitting there clicking those buttons except for you. For me, I still see 485 on P. So I'm going to send it to close it right now. Close P. 485 orders. P, open, limit. Okay, not filled. Let's knock this down to 480. And we are closed out of P at 480. Now, does that suck? Yeah, but also, tell me where I would have known this. Maybe this order block had a lot more sellers at it than we knew of. Because that's exactly what happened right here. It kissed that order block and then got monkey hammered right after that, Joe. And maybe there are a lot more sellers ready to take advantage of it. But on P, I rolled P once for 365. So 365, and I originally paid 15 for it. So 365 divided by 15 means I took 24% of the risk off the trade. 24% of the risk was impossible to take away from me. Okay. Now I just closed it at 480. Limit, fill price 480. Okay. So 365 plus 480 gives me a 43% loss on this one option trade. 4.5%. Joe, is that less than 6% or more than 6%?
I believe it to be less than 6%.
I believe it to be too. So for me, this is an outstanding result. It's less than I signed up for to find out if it was going to work. Remember how I called that back earlier? It's less than I signed up for to see if it would work. So 4.5%, it's part of the game, part of life, part of trading. Now, we're going to cut our losers short and let our winners run out of control. 2023, what am I doing here? Cut our losers short and let our winners run out of control. Okay. So as more time passes, the ones that last are the winners. The ones that get cut are the losers. So you're culling the herd. Isn't that the word? Is that the right words?
Yeah.
Culling the herd. You're culling the herd and only leaving the good stuff. Okay. So while this sucks, while it's part of the game, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Very quickly go through the plan. Cross blocks, earnings stops. Cross, 10-20 cross does not happen. No order blocks. Earnings are 13 days out. Stops are not hit. Nothing to do on Robinhood. It's a hold. By all means, do whatever you want. Remember, I'm only trading my plan. So Robinhood's a hold. Roblox. Cross, no. Blocks, there is a block. It's 92 days old. We're looking for 120 or greater for a closing point. Earnings are 14 days out. Stops are not hit. Nothing to do on Robinhood. In fact, it actually has a bullish order block right here. How is this Roblox? There's nothing to do right here. It's got some support where it's at right now. And I don't have a reason to exit. Now remember, I signed up for these exits when I originally put on the trade. And I think that's a real key difference here in the psychology of this, Joe, is that if you're not comfortable with what these exit points are, when you create your own plan, whatever those exit points are, two things. You're either trading too big, which is probably the easiest thing. You're either trading too big, or you need to redefine those rules, because you have to have confidence in this plan and whatever that plan is, right? And in every plan, there will be losers. In every plan, there will be losers. What you do separates the best from the rest, as I told Charlotte. Cross blocks, earning stops. Let's go to the next one here. GameStop. Of course, I knew this would go down today, Joe. Wouldn't have seen that ahead of time. No cross. We got a baby block right here. Earnings 55 days out. Stops are not hit, so it stays on. OKTA. No cross. No order blocks. Earnings are 48 days out. Stops are not hit, so it stays on. Apple. A big, beautiful trade. I'm going to continue to hold this one, of course. Coca-Cola. Drinking some Coke Zero today. No 1020 cross. No blocks. Earnings are 12 days out. No stops. Nothing to do on Coke. We've already closed P. I'm done with this guy. Screw you. I never want to see you again. That's it. That's it. Literally it. So I'm not stressed because I knew what I was going to do no matter what. When you reach the point where you can say the same thing, I know what I'm going to do no matter what, it changes your life. When I was new here, I would panic when I had some red. I have said before that the trading psychology I gained from this channel is invaluable. Dude, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. I've made $4 in the market so far, but it wasn't $4 straight up. I wish I could say it was $4 straight up, but it's not. Right. Yep. So let's watch this video together from Lance Bernstein, who is a market wizard. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to work with him. But this video is called How to Handle Trading Drawdowns Step by Step. Now, I want to watch this is number one. Let's see if I'm already doing those. And number two, if I'm not, maybe there's something we need to do right now. Because you can, like I said earlier, you can either let this get you down, or understand it's part of the game and to motivate you to be like, I'm going to go sports ball. You ready? When Argentina beat Egypt like last week and they were down 2-0 and they ended up scoring 3, right? Of course, they would have loved to win 3-0, but that's not the reality of the game.
Yeah.
So you can either let it bring you down or you can use it as motivation to keep going. I think you should use it.
This is so true. Every person that you interviewed, Chris, told us the importance of emotional control and trading psychology. So the longer that you're an outlier, the more you will realize, as long as you stay in the game and you position size right and you control your risk, you can stay in the game. And the longer you stay in the game, the more you're going to realize that emotion is huge. You have to control it.
Absolutely. And, you know, Patrick, I'm literally a random guy on the internet. Chris has the temperament every trader wishes they had. It was because I had to get to this point. Like I mentioned before, Joe, there were 2 outcomes I gave my life: be profitable or be dead. Okay. Yeah. There was no other outcome here. So I was forced into this, right? When I came out of Nana Ewell, like things went down. I got the sprinkle that said, you're going to be a trader. Mm-hmm. Not every day is going to be a winning trader day. And the funny part is there's plenty of people on YouTube who'll tell you how smart they are, how great they are, how every trade always works. But we all know that they're full of baloney. They're full of baloney sausage. And I'm so full of baloney sausage, I forgot to take the cash that I have left, which we're going to embrace this, okay? Part of life. It's part of trading. And like I say, I'm not even stressed on this because I just know we haven't hit any big winners. We haven't hit any big winners. That's part of it. We will hit big winners. I don't know when, but we have to keep trading in a way to set ourselves up for this. I got some cash. How much cash I got? 1857. And I did that wrong. 1857 divided by cost of box right now is trading portfolio. Cost of box right now is 117.38. I need to get 15 more shares of box. Okay, easy enough. Just come down here and type in box. Oh, in the meantime, where are we at? I'm looking for my banner. This one. In the meantime, we're using.
I paid 117.48. Are you sure it's 38?
Oh, that's what I got in. The value right now is 117.48.
There we go.
Okay, box. I want the equity, and I need how many shares? 15. 15. That's all I'm gonna get anyway. 1857 divided by 117.47. Yeah, 15. Okay, 15.
I found the other day, Chris, when I was doing a small account challenge entry on playing ETF, that right on this screen you're looking at right now, there's a calculator. And that calculator will tell you how many shares, and it'll plug it into the quantity box, even if I remember right.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you put in your price and hit enter.
It'll tell you how much you got. That's cool.
Yep.
I did something wrong over here. What did I do? I don't know. Limit price, quantity, hit buy. There it goes. Fill 117.48. Okay, so I'm now up to, what's my total on box? 130 shares at average cost of 117.40. So 130 shares. I gotta take off this filter. 30 at 117.40. Okay, cool. That's average price right now. Okay, so
another pro tip.
Pro tip. What's the pro tip?
You can even click the mid price after selecting the equity or whatever, and it will fill this in the box. Apparently.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Get out of the way. Take that. There you go. Okay. Let's say what? Where's the mid price? Like that?
Let me get rid of that chat here.
Like literally click. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just clicked this price right here. Look at this. We're getting better by the day. Pro tip. Oh, hang on. That works better when my camera shows. Let's do that again. There you go. Pro tip. I didn't know that. That's cool. That was a good one. Mid price. Boom. I like that. Cool. Oh, that was a good pro tip.